we're going to get started.
Welcome, Blue Group. My name is Jessica Haig. I'm the proud principal of Circleview Elementary with me, the phenomenal kindergarten teacher, Anna Tilton.
I'm Paul Kraft, the proud principal of Starview Elementary School, and with me is the amazing kindergarten teacher, Kelly Wallace.
So welcome to Instructional Programs. We welcome you and look forward to working as partners to provide the best educational experience for your child today, tomorrow, and to the future. Kindergarten's a big deal. Some of you are making choices or going to your neighborhood school, but we're excited to start this relationship now. We're going to get you for 6 wonderful years. And once again, Team Circleview, Team Starview, all great schools in Ocean View.
We're all one big team, though.
Yeah, big team.
We're just two really awesome parts of that big Ocean View District team. Okay, tonight we are going to share with you some information about the kindergarten instructional program. Now, the core of the instructional program is language arts, math, science, and social studies. In this room tonight, we are going to be focusing on language arts and math. And we have 2 excellent teachers who are going to share with you a little bit about the day in the life of a kindergartner in language arts and math.
The day in the life of the kindergarten goes beyond these 4 core subjects: music, art, PE, lunch, all those fun things. But again, let's start with language arts.
Okay, I'm going to go through language arts. This is our core reading curriculum, which is called Wonders. And Wonders does an excellent job of teaching the letter names and sounds. Both uppercase and lowercase letters are in here. We do 1 letter per week, and we do lots of different activities to help solidify and learn those letters and sounds. One of them being the circle map you see up on our screen there. The class was able to come up with different words or students' names in class that began with that letter K. In kindergarten, we do a lot of reading. We love to read aloud to our students. The students also love to read independently and to themselves. And we teach print through our books. So a lot of what we teach them is the basic knowledge of a book, knowing that this is the front of the book, this is the back of the book. When we open up our book, we read from left to right, top to bottom, and page to page. We also talk about the print itself, learning what a letter is. I always tell my students that letters are like building blocks. So we take those blocks or those letters and we join them together to build words. And those words combined together build sentences. So we talk a lot about print as well. Phonemic awareness. We do phonemic awareness throughout the year. We start off with rhyming. It's a lot of oral language skills. So hearing those sounds, manipulating those sounds. So rhyming is a lot, tat, that, that. We do a lot with that. We do a lot of nursery rhymes in the beginning of the year. Phonemic awareness can also include, we do a lot with syllables. And we also do a lot with beginning, middle, and ending sounds in CDC words. We have a handwriting program that's wonderful. It's called Handwriting Without Tears. And this book, it takes the children through learning both upper and lowercase letters, how to correctly form them, as well as teaching them good handwriting skills such as pencil grip, as well as good posture. I love this book because it does use a lot of hands-on materials to help the students learn the letters. So this is, for example, the chalkboard that they use. They do something called wet, dry, try, where they take a sponge and whatever letter we're learning, they write the letter. Then they take a paper towel, they dry the letter, and then they take that piece of chalk and try writing it again. So it's a lot of repetition so that they learn to write those letters correctly. We also use different wood pieces to help them form the uppercase letters. And it uses these 4 pieces throughout the entire curriculum. So you can see this is a big curve, we have a little curve, we have a big line, and a little line. So in teaching them, we use these and we use the terms big line down, little line across to form the letter T. If we were doing the letter P, we would say big line down. Little curve. our handwriting program, we do use little golf pencils. These help a lot with pencil grip. So when you're having your child start writing at home, if you have little golf pencils, or if you could just take a normal pencil and cut it in half, that really does help with their pencil grip. We also do request that as you're learning the letters in your child's name, writing the letters, that they start with the uppercase followed by the lowercase letters when learning how to write your child's name. And then finally, writing simple sentences. In kindergarten, we do a lot with learning how to write an uppercase letter at the beginning of our sentence, spaces between our words, and then punctuation at the end. And the students write simple sentences for stories. We write informative writing, and we also do opinion writing. So we do use a lot of thinking maps throughout the district. This is called a tree map. And this was from my class. We talked a lot about penguins. So we read a lot of books, we watched videos, we talked about it, and then they took all of their information, their knowledge, and we applied it to our thinking map. And they take this thinking map and they write their sentences with it. So for example, they would say penguins can slide on their belly, penguins have feathers, and penguins are birds. So they use this to write the simple sentences out.
Right, it's amazing how much we do in like language arts and how much they're gonna progress. I know as you sit there, you're probably going, oh my goodness, that's so much stuff, but believe it or not, every kid will get there. That's the magic. It's just amazing what happens. So I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about math, and we have some different core programs in math, including our core math program, which is the McGraw-Hill My Math series that we use at most of our schools. The kids get 2 different volumes. It's a lot of paper and pencil work, but this is not all that we do. It's just one little portion of what we do in math. One other thing that is super exciting in Ocean View is that all the kids have access to a Chromebook. We actually have one-to-one Chromebooks in all grades, including kindergarten. And so we can pull those out at any time that we want, and we can work on some of our wonderful programs like iReady and ST Math. And so iReady, I'm going to tell you just a little bit about it. It's a program that we started using last year, and it actually is, there's a language arts component and there's a math component. But when the kids start this program, we teach them how to use a Chromebook, how to use a touchpad, how to get onto different programs. We have this neat, clever portal for our district, so the kids, once they log in, they can access all their different programs that they have. iReady gives them a diagnostic at the beginning of the year, and then it places them into their learning path. And some kids are starting just at the very, very beginning, and then we realize that some kids are really advanced. And so this is able to differentiate for us to help the kids learn at just the right spot for them. And that kind of makes it so that the kids that are really advanced are not held back, and the kids that are just right down at the very beginning, they're not trying to catch up at too quick of a pace. We have another program on our Chromebooks called ST Math, which is my favorite one. It's all about a penguin that moves across the screen and gets to these different math puzzles. Kids love it because it looks like a little video game, but it's teaching them this conceptual math that is so important that they get as they move up. It was actually developed by some college professors, and they realized that as kids got into college, they didn't understand math conceptually. They could memorize algorithms, but they didn't really understand what they were doing. I was probably one of those kids, because when I got to calculus, it was like, I have no idea where we're going with that. But ST Math teaches them in a way that they can visualize it. And it's a phenomenal program for the kids. So we have that access, and every school uses that. No, 2 minutes. That's not the only thing we do in math, though. One of the foundations in math in kindergarten is lots and lots of games. So we do tons of stuff with teddy bears. We sort. We do things with little counters where we spill them out and we count them up, and we're looking at how many yellow did you get, how many red did you get, what would that be all together when you put it together. We do lots of stuff with little magnetic trays and tens frames, and learning to visualize what each number looks like. So I could take off some of these and I can ask my class at this point of the year, tell me what number that is. And they're not having to count it. They're able to know, ooh, if it's missing 2, it's 8. And they can just figure that out. And I could say, if I have 8, how many more do I need to get to 10? And so the kids will be able to say 2 more, and that would make 10. And so it's so wonderful that we're able to do that. And then we're also using math in all the different areas of the curriculum, including art. And so, have that upside down, including art. So we have to do a lot of cutting skills, a lot of gluing skills. It gets those little fingers ready for that grip that's so important. And so we'll do our little art projects throughout the year that involve math. And so this was one of our latest ones where we talk about how many marshmallows are in each cup, and we do a little number bond to see what would it be if we have 4 marshmallows in one cup and 5 in the other, and how much would that be all together. And so they're able to do that for math. We do some measurement throughout the year with math. We've got some adding our turkey feathers with a little tens frame up above. And so we do lots of fun art things with math as well. So that's a little bit for you about the programs that we do. And just so you know, these programs are at all schools. So not just Circle.
Perfect timing. Thank you,
Thank you so much.
We're gonna follow this home man to your next group.
All right.